Hello and welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. In the last episode, we experienced Tenmyoji's ending, and with that, we can actually head to the reverse of Tenmyoji's ending, where Clover just escapes again with the whatever. But I have to betray them again, in which they betrayed my trust. Experience this ending, first and foremost.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
I can skip through all this. It's the same. Betray. I'm betraying Quark, the little baby. But let's see what happens with Tenmyoji. I always forget to skip that. To unskip that.
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
So, any quantum shifts occurring in this timeline? Uh-huh. Same old, same old. Gotcha. Here we go.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Hey, what's the deal?
Quark had nothing to do with it. I entered the vote.
So why'd you choose Betray?
Couldn't I ask you the same thing? I don't really think this is the time for a fight, though.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Clover's over by the door.
What? Oh no. Da-da-da-dum. It should be the same spiel as the last time that Clover just escaped on her own.
The number 9 door.
Fuck, she opened it.
Ugh! Why? Clover, wait!
Clover! What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm going to call the others.
What?
I'll get justice for Alice.
Justice? Wait, do you mean... Yeah, so are we gonna get more from Tenmyoji about who Zero is in this time?
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Time for me to go. No! Please, Clover, wait!
Like hell, I'm just gonna let you walk out of here.
Dio leapt at Clover, his fists raised. Clover easily avoided him and moved toward the door.
Goodbye.
I caught one last glimpse of her face as she slid through the door. It was a mask of ice. Huh. Very, very short and succinct.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
And that right there is another game over. That could have been attached to the previous episode because I didn't realize it was going to be that short. But now we start all the way back at 1 again. Damn. All those new endings. Cool. Where should I head next? I'm definitely, like, I'm pretty sure that this is, like, the end-all, be-all ending over on this side, because this is when everyone's alive, but I guess I could head over to this point, where I type in, Director's Office, solve the mystery of the two-headed lion. I wish to jump. Maybe I don't have everything, but I feel like I do. Okay, let me just skip to when I have to put it in. Because if I do or don't have everything else, then I can just... And then... Jumpy doll. Kurashiki. Oh. Ah, shit. Glad I can change everything. Kurashiki Jumpy doll. Really? So I don't have the ID for it. Okay. So where's my phone? So if I go into my archive... Is there anything about a... Where was the Jumpy doll in the... Oh no, it would have been in the secrets, that's right. Okay, so if I access my photos and all the pictures that I've taken with my camera... That's the DO one, LXA for the Zero Bomb. The thing for K, if I ever see the two-headed lion, MILK EVOLI. And then Jumpy doll. No. Okay, so then the thing with Luna, the other, two-headed lion, MILKEVOLI, that's that one, and then GTF, DMLO, oh, no, it's not. That's probably a 0, yeah. 016. No, okay. So maybe it's the other way around. G TF DML 016. Switch MILK EVOLI. There we are. Okay. So what's with the Jumpy doll then? Oh, I thought it was about to skip. Because it was still on the skip mode. Phi. Come over here.
What's wrong?
I got in.
What?
How
did you figure out the login?
I love the little Foley that they added for that. She's on the other end of the room. You can hear her step closer and closer, and then she pounds her hands on the desk. That's such a good, like, that's so well done. That's so well directed. I don't know. I just knew it.
What the hell do you mean you just knew it?
I just knew it means I just knew it. You gave me the same line when I asked you how you knew my name.
Why are you bringing that up? It doesn't have anything to do with this.
You sure? It might.
What? I don't...
Look, just forget about that. Come take a look at this.
Sure. Fine. Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind?
What?
Tell me what the hell is going on here. Why do you know how to log into this computer?
Are you even listening to me? We continued to yell at one another for several more minutes. But no matter what Phi asked me, I could never come up with an answer that satisfied her. Eventually, she seemed to give up. Much like every relationship between a man and a woman, you can never satisfy her. I mean that sexually. Never mind.
Fine. You still don't make any sense, but I don't think you're lying.
Damn right I'm not.
And the AB game deadline isn't getting any further away. All right, let's see what this thing has for us. Where are we supposed to start? Looks like there's tons of stuff in here. Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in?
Yeah, which one was that? Milky Avelli was the password. It was the 016 one.
I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll get a hit.
I gave her what she'd asked for. GTF DML 016. Okay, so that one still has a hyphen. It's a Gollum code. Her search returned several files, and after examining them for a moment, Phi opened one. Gollum unit details. Oh wait, no, this is Sigma. Gollum unit details. Are these product specifications for a Gollum?
Looks like it.
So was GTF DML 016 a Gollum's ID?
Don't ask me. You seem to know more about all this than I do. Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see here.
Gotcha. So Luna was the robot. I mean, she was cold and steely in that one ending. So you gave me your own code, but why would Sigma have the... Or why would K have the password to it? So this is definitely the Luna ending. Luna?
Yeah.
Why is there a picture of Luna in this file?
There's something written underneath it.
She didn't have friends. And she felt more comfortable with me, with my symbiotic arms. But if she's a robot, how does she die by injection? What? Okay.
It says, appearance after application of ABT.
ABT. ABT.
It's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle of...
In the middle of what?
I see.
So, in the middle of Luna?
Luna was a golem.
Mm-hmm.
And DML016 was her product ID.
Yep. That must have been what Gollum was trying to tell us when he was... stopped. I guess Luna is... And what was Luna's profession? Healthcare bot? Maybe she takes care of the other golems? I don't know. But why? Why would Luna be in the game?
I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will.
So you're saying she was sent here by Zero Senior?
Probably. Look. At the bottom of the screen, it shows her current status.
Alive or dead? Currently operational. Yes, okay, so she might be the one that opens up the gate in the other one when Quark is just off on his own adventure. Executing special mission? You think her special mission is to participate in the game?
Probably.
So why did Zero Senior want a robot as a participant? You think maybe it was to supervise the rest of us? Maybe if something unexpected happened, she was supposed to correct it or something?
What if it was some kind of Voight-Kampff test?
Voight-Kampff test? A what?
It's from an old book. A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot. That might almost explain the whole game, actually.
So that was what the whole room and someone being given the meat or whatever was about way earlier.
Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game. All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature.
So it's kind of like the Chinese room. That's what it was.
Yeah. Luna is the girl locked in the room, and the 8 of us are the people outside it. Well, like I always say...
It's just a possibility, right?
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought to. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
When did you figure it out? That she was a golem, I mean.
Right now.
Yeah.
I didn't know until I saw this stuff.
You're lying. When I told you about what happened with Gollum in the pantry, you said something about how this game might be sort of like the Chinese room.
I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it made sense.
Like you just knew it?
Yeah. Look, forget about that. See Luna's status?
Yeah, it says the same thing it did a minute ago. Currently operational, so she's still living. Executing special mission. Whoa. Wait. What the hell? Luna's dead.
You think robots die? She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
Which she synthetically has, kind of, maybe? No? She's got synthetic skin with the motors.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Okay, so that was... So... It was... When we thought it was Quark... Where the fuck is Quark in all this?
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Of course! Luna's the one who opened the AB gate!
That might not be the only thing she did. Look,
What do you mean?
what are the last 3 digits of her product ID?
016? Oh yeah, killed Luna and Tenmyoji. Or, not Luna, Clover. 016.
And where have we seen that before?
There we are. No. No, I don't believe it. Are you saying it was Luna who handcuffed Clover and Tenmyoji?
We should go check her body. You remember where it is?
The crew quarters, of course. Of course I remember. So why would... So... Yeah, she's missing. You were right.
Yeah.
Why? Why would Luna...
And I trust him.
Five minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do for this ally and betray setup next, honestly. And also, where the fuck is Quark?
Let's go. The game hasn't stopped. If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
Right. Off we go then. Well, dun. AB room is open. I don't remember who I'm up against in this timeline. I went with Luna and then Luna again.
Invalid pair detected.
What?
retry with valid partner.
Oh, do I have all 3 bracelets? Oh, yeah. I forgot about this thing.
Right.
Whose
Luna's
was
bracelet.
Luna's bracelet? Then how'd she open another one? Yeah, her bracelet. There's 3 in this room. I stepped outside and set Luna's bracelet down, then headed back into the AB room.
2 minutes remain until polling closes.
I can choose to ally Quark. This route was so long ago. I don't remember half of it. Fuck. All right, I'll go ahead and hit the start button. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, what about Luna?
Wait,
What?
Sigma.
What? Huh? Hey. Luna? I did technically just drop the thing outside.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Quark's bracelet had 9 at this point already. Wait. What the hell is going on? Why is Luna here?
She's probably planning on participating in the game.
She kind of already opened it. You mean she's gonna take the bracelet and go into one of the other rooms?
Yeah,
How's she going to vote?
betray. I'm sure of it. Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote ally, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass.
She's got 7 BP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just saw it.
Why are you asking, though? Her BP doesn't matter right now.
What?
Have you totally lost it? She doesn't have her bracelet on. And besides, she's a golem. She isn't trying to get out. Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her.
Then why is she doing this?
Isn't that obvious? She wants to keep our BP below 9. Say she defaulted to ally.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're all at 7. Luna, I feel... Luna's been so sweet and innocent, except for, you know, killing Clover and whatever. But how is it registering a heartbeat before? I don't know.
We could choose whatever we wanted, and we'd still get 9 BP. She's here to make sure that doesn't happen.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And I trust him.
2, 1.
And I do you. I trust her.
Round 3 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
There's something weird, but I don't think she's capable of killing. Robots don't kill. Robots must not harm a human being.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
And humans and... Wait, has she allied every time? Has she allied every time? Because if so, that would also go right alongside that she cannot do something that would lead to the harm of a human being.
Hey, Sigma!
What?
Are you insane?
No,
Why the hell did you choose ally?
I trust her. Wait, we can talk about that later. Right now... She's gone. Where'd she go? Yeah, there's... Is this the room that we were in? Because there's 2 rooms open now.
That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already.
Then... She never cast a vote? There it was. I thought so. She didn't pick it up. Without the bracelet, she couldn't have voted.
Then she let the system vote ally for her?
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
I mean, what point would she even have to vote, really? Because it's kind of just up to us.
Please direct your attention to
I guess-
the results screen.
I guess with Phi's reasoning is that she's just there to keep us here, but I trusted this. Right. The results!
Yeah. Let's go have a look.
So everyone else should just be penalized or default to ally. What happens? Is it like hyphenated or something? Oh, God. Yep. I do like that there is actually something in place for this, then. And all three of us. 999. Oh.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Since Luna didn't vote, she got set to ally automatically. And the other 6 got penalized. Here are some AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. That means Quark as well. Uh-oh. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. But wasn't Quark's bracelet next to Tenmyoji or something? I don't remember. It was so long ago. And again, 5 of them are already dead. Yeah. We don't know where Quark is, but his bracelet's already off.
Yeah. That means all those penalties are meaningless.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but... Alright. What do you want to do, Sigma? Do you want to leave?
What? You're kidding, right? Weren't you the one who kept going on about how Quark's still alive? I can't just run off and leave him here.
You sure?
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go find Quark, and we better find fucking Luna.
Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark.
And Luna too, right?
Luna.
Now what about our jumbled upness?
The Ambidex gates have closed.
Yeah. Are we jumbled up still?
Round 4 of the Ambidex game will be the star round.
Uh-huh. We have the star key. Now we can just constantly do it over and over and over and over again. But there's no more floors.
Star keys are required to open the gates.
Am I clicking? Yep. Interesting. Phi and I checked our bracelets out of sheer reflex. I was a magenta pair, and just like before, but Phi had changed to a red solo. Magenta pair. Didn't really matter, though. Both of our bracelets showed the number 9. All we had to do was open the number 9 door, and we'd never have to play another AB game again.
Alright. Quark comes first. Let's go.
Agreed. She spun around and headed for the cyan door. Okay, so, question. If we have Luna's bracelet now just by ourselves, just with us, and everyone else was penalized to make everyone else die because no one cast a vote, do they all have the skull sign and Quark's is now invalid to go through the number 9 door? Is that a thing? I followed on her heels. Did I read the sentence before that? I have no idea. Everybody who's dead. Yep. And they don't know who killed this woman in this timeline, unfortunately. Akane for Ashiki. So what's the Jumpy doll password for? And there's one room that I still have yet to access. One last white door. Hey, fellas.
Sigma, there's something I want to ask you.
Yeah, what's up? What is it?
There are 3 doors here.
Yeah.
You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right.
Yeah, the
That
Golem
took
Bay.
you to the Golem Bay, correct?
Yeah. So she saw her brothers. Yeah. According to the map, that's the door on the bottom. There's a lever on that thing in the middle, right? We pulled it, but it only opened one of the doors. But the one in front of us is open? What about it?
Take a look. See the lock?
Yeah. Where did this lead? Open!
Yeah.
What did this one led to what? Did this lead to the botanical garden? Luna always seemed really fond of it, because the color green, maybe. And who the hell opened it? And how?
There's only one person who could have opened it.
But how? Luna. Again, how?
All right. Let's head in.
Okay. Oh, the treatment center. Is Quark in here? That would... Okay, so this wasn't open before. Luna definitely brought Quark here, I think. What the heck are these things? So, what would be the reason that Clover and Tenmyoji were strapped to the sink in the infirmary? And why would, Clover have written 016 on her leg? That would imply Luna did it, but Luna shouldn't be able to do that. What the heck are these
I
things?
think they're treatment pods of some sort.
What mint pods? Even as I spoke, part of me knew what they were. I didn't know how or why, but I felt a strong sense of deja vu when I looked at them, and suddenly realized I knew exactly how to operate the pods. It was a strange, unsettling feeling, as if somewhere deep inside was a version of myself that I didn't actually know.
One of them is lit up.
The one on the left, is it being used?
Glass is all fogged up. I can't really see inside.
Let's crack it open then.
Yeah.
Should be Quark? Yep. Quark! Yeah, this would explain how the bracelet came off, right? Maybe? So then why are Clover and Tenmyoji strapped to the thing? Are we just heading out the door now? Oh, maybe, theory crafting again. Maybe Luna is designed to keep us here because she knows about Radical 6 outside. And that's why she's trying to keep us here? Is that maybe? Our feet pounded across the floor of the warehouse.
This is it.
The fucking grin. Quark's body bounced in my arms as I ran. His pulse and breathing were normal. He was limp and unconscious, but he was alive. The pause display had given us a little information on his condition. As far as we could tell, he'd been given an anesthetic, which had put him to sleep.
Ready? What's wrong? You're supposed to say, yeah, sure.
Is it really okay for us to just leave?
What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too?
What?
Think about it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay.
Well, not so much those two.
There's a good chance Luna killed all of them.
But why?
Why doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh?
016.
And what's that the same number as?
The last 3 digits of Luna's product ID, but why would she know that? Like, there's no reason for her to know that.
Where did we find the old woman's corpse?
In Luna's place, in the AB room that Luna came out of.
And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core. That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it anytime she wanted.
That means any alibi she might have for not being able to move the crane is worthless.
Exactly.
Yeah, oh god, if I could just read.
She must have moved the AB room. Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice.
I guess with this logic, yeah. To keep her quiet.
She could also have murdered Dio and Kay. Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You understand, don't you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive.
Right?
Look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna. Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, she's basically a puppet of Zero Junior's. There isn't really much of an argument to be made here. The only option is to leave her here and get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Interesting. So, why am I seeing this? What did I gain from this route? This was the route that I went and learned of my own existence with the cybernetic arms. I had to have acquired this knowledge back then because, unless this is another unlock route, who knows, because one of the passwords. Yes, because I had a connection with you, and you were the one who told me your ID number, yeah. A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Okay. You're right. Let's get out of here.
Damn. Don't scare me like that. Okay, I'm going to open it. You ready?
You don't have to ask me. Isn't that what you always say?
Yeah, I guess so. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
Is Luna gonna see us off then? With a heavy, labored groan, the number 9 door began to open. As soon as the gap was wide enough to admit her body, Phi slipped through it. I followed her through, Quark still cradled in my arms. Inside was a massive lift platform, like the kind used to move industrial cargo. Phi turned to face me, and I shoved Quark into her arms. Am I going back for her?
Huh?
Before she could respond, I spun around and ran. What?
The number 9 door has been opened.
Interesting.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Sigma! What the hell are you thinking? Get back here!
Sorry, Phi. It's just something I have to do. Take care of Quark.
No! You don't mean you're going to go find Luna? God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing! Sigma! Listen to me! You can't do this!
The gate won't ever open again? Maybe Luna can open it?
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked.
I'm just curious as to how this ending could be any different if I had chosen Betray. Maybe I don't go back.
Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
I had no regrets. In fact, with Phi and Quark's successful escape, I felt a profound sense of relief. One of my objectives had been achieved, and a difficult choice had been made. My mind felt clear and focused, more so than it had in a long time. All right, time to go. Luna's waiting. Where, though? How am I supposed to find her? She's in the botanical garden, right? This is her favorite spot, right? Luna, I knew you'd be here.
You knew?
Oh, right. We haven't talked here in this one, huh?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green. I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history?
What?
I know what you can do.
Huh?
Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time.
Who told you that? Luna looked down at the music box around her neck. Carefully and delicately, she twisted the dial on the bottom.
Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps?
Well, actually, I already know you didn't do it.
Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning.
Alright? I nodded and took a moment to compose my thoughts. So then what happened with the other one, with Clover and Tenmyoji? I might as well start with the old woman. There's no point beating around the bush, I suppose. Dio killed her.
Why do you think so?
Her left arm had blood splattered all the way up to the elbow. Did I know about that in this realm? Did I? Except for a stripe on the wrist that was perfectly clean. What could have caused that? My guess is a bracelet. It got covered with blood and kept her wrist clean. Obviously, none of our bracelets had blood spatter on them, but Dio's bracelet reacted to the luminol. That meant Dio's bracelet had to have come from the old woman.
Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her?
No, that's only enough to suspect him. After all, he could have just taken the bracelet after someone else killed her.
Then why are you so sure?
Because He confessed.
What?
After his bracelet reacted to the luminol, I confronted him.
Alright, fine.
This feels like ending territory, but there's a whole other route with a whole bunch of other unlocks and the bombs.
You caught me, I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
I mean, it is an ending, so maybe that's why.
Wait, when did that happen?
In a different timeline.
Isn't that against the rules?
What rules? I hope you're not going to try and bring up Nox's 10 Commandments. Does it really matter if it's against the rules or fair? The truth is truth. The truth is the truth. Let's say that Incident P happens, and after that, the timeline splits into Timeline A and Timeline B. I don't think it's unfair to base a theory in Timeline A on information I found in Timeline B. After all, A and B both came from the same place, P. If you trace the history of both timelines, you'd end up back at Incident P. Now, if I could change what happened with Incident P by visiting Timeline A or B, then yes, it'd be a different story. I don't know if it'd be unfair per se, but I'd certainly be breaking some pretty big rules. Like, you know, the principle of causality. I'm sure that Dio killed the old woman. By extension, that means you couldn't have killed her. I'm assuming Dio wasn't originally intended to be part of the nonary game. Somehow he got in and took the old woman's place. That's how he ended up as Quark's partner. This is just an educated guess, but I have a feeling his plan was to replace one of us. I doubt it mattered which one. I have no idea why he wanted to do something like that, and I don't know how he did it either. But the fact remains that he did. He hid in the warehouse on floor A and waited for someone to come out of one of the AB rooms. Yes. So Kurashiki just solved it, I guess, before Quark even had a chance, so Dio... Yeah, oh well. That someone turned out to be the old woman. She left Quark asleep in the AB room and came out on her own. Damn, Akane. Somehow, he managed to get close enough to stab her. He did it near the wall with the graffiti on it. Yep, that blood splatter has always been mentioned. I'm guessing he stabbed her from behind so that he wouldn't get any blood on himself. As soon as she was dead, he wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. No, wait, actually... He probably took the bracelet first. Then he would have needed to wipe the blood off, so he used the handkerchief for that too. Anyway, the point is he got the bracelet and put it on. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the rightmost AB room and its neighbor. Yeah. Right there. He probably didn't expect that they'd move, or he would have put it somewhere else. On that side. After that, he headed back to the AB room that the woman had left. Quark would still have been fast asleep, so as far as he knew, Dio was there the whole time. This does raise a few other questions, but I'll save those for later. For now, let's move on to the other murders. Well, actually, one of them is probably isn't a murder.
What do you mean?
Alice's. I'm talking about Alice. I'm pretty sure she... committed suicide.
All of humanity is going to die. Adults, children, everyone. There won't be anyone left. I'd rather die here.
She'd been infected with Radical 6. I think that infection caused her to take her own life. She used Dio's knife, which she'd found in the warehouse after the AB room moved, and exposed it. She took it with her, and then used it to stab herself in the crew quarters. Next are Clover and Tenmyoji. The first question is who put the handcuffs on them? The clue is the message Clover left, 016. If you think about it though, it doesn't make sense. Clover's left hand was in the handcuffs. That means she would have had to write with her right hand on her right thigh. I feel like it would have been really hard to do that, you know? Why not just use your left thigh? The thing is, I think she did. When she died, her legs slumped together and the message got transferred to the right thigh. Oh, yeah, Dio. Did I say that? I feel like I said that. Yeah, mirrored image, Dio again. We just never saw the original because we didn't bother to check the other leg. Of course! Ugh. In other words, she wasn't trying to write 016. She was trying to write Dio. But didn't I also say, what's the point of writing the lowercase d? Why wouldn't you just write capital D? With her dying breath, she was trying to tell us the name of her killer. Now about Kay and Dio, I think there's a pretty good chance Dio killed Kay. Or tried to, anyway. Here's how I imagined it happened. Kay probably sprayed Dio's bracelet with luminol. We found the bottle in Kay's robe. He wouldn't have seen the reaction immediately, but Dio would have known what was coming. Yeah, because this was right around the time that Kay was getting his memory back. As soon as Kay turned the lights off, it would be clear that Dio had taken the old woman's bracelet. My guess is he decided to take preemptive action. When he found the bodies, the lights in the rec room were on. Maybe Kay turned to switch the light off, and Dio took that opportunity to attack him. Kay was hurt pretty badly, but he didn't die right away. He probably managed to grab the spear and stab Dio. All my theories are coming to fruition, but obviously storytelling and clues and everything. Then he died. So that accounts for all 6 bodies, none of them your fault. So am I getting robot sex or something out of this? I don't understand, like,
Sigma,
what this is all leading to.
I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories. Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure? Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place. How can you trust a machine?
That's why I trust you.
What?
I trust you because you're a robot. Your robotness is just one more reason you can't be the killer. Well, 3 more reasons.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Here we go with a flashback again. Rule 1. A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. I'm gonna do it her turn.
The 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. Sigma.
Luna, I have to ask you. Can you tell me, well, everything you know? Your mind is in the central server. You should know everything that's happened here. There was a long pause. Luna stood up and walked deeper into the garden. I followed her in silence. Wait a minute. Time out. I just thought about it. Is Tenmyoji Santa? That would explain the picture. Why am I just now thinking of this now? I followed her in silence. Eventually, we reached the bench. Luna quietly sat down, and just like last time, I lowered myself beside her.
You were right. I didn't kill them. How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right.
That doesn't matter. Tell me everything.
Well, first, yes, Dio did sneak into the facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door. Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it.
That doesn't really sound like sneaking. It sounds more like he just walked in.
Yes, I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty easily. But that's because Zero Jr. lured him here.
What do you mean?
Dio wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come.
Interesting. So they brought him here?
In a way.
But why? Is Zero... Is original Zero, not Zero the Third. Is Zero Junpei? But why would he accept that for Akane to die? I don't know.
Because his presence was an important part of Zero's project.
What project?
I can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever. Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay? Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in.
So, why did he come here?
To make sure Zero's project failed.
Zero's project failed, okay.
His first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right. The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti.
Okay. So, if this is Akane, Tenmyoji is Santa, and Zero is Junpei, possibly. Why would Junpei hold one of these? Why would he do this? There's gotta be a reason for it. Let's see. Akane being, Kei's, somewhat mother figure. Yeah, mother figure would make more sense. Had a longing... Did Kei ever mention that she had a longing relationship for Junpei? Maybe. For Kei's father, which was Zero. Is Zero? Zero set all this up. Kei was bred and lived here. Dio is a clone. Oh, good fucking god. So where does Kei come into all of this? God damn it. I mean, he does have black hair, and Junpei and Akane do have brown hair. I guess that gene would equate to black hair. But how do I exist, and why does Kei exist in the same timeline, and why is my body augmented? Oh, okay.
He put a bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms.
5th and 6th?
Counting from the left in their original placement.
In other words, the rightmost room would be the 6th room, and the one next to it would be the 5th?
Right.
So,
after that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up.
So, why did you, move it? If it wasn't you, then who did? What were you doing while that was happening?
Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off. Zero
Gotcha.
Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her.
Why would Junpei /0/0 the third draw Dio and what was Free the Soul, or Free the Soul of Y, or the Myrmidons, all in this just to test this fucking nonary game? What is the reason?
All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr.
And I did say that possibly Luna was Akane's, like, copy-ish type of thing. It's another child of theirs, maybe.
I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't there... Is Luna the... Kay said that his father had made an artificial woman. Is that Luna? Is that what I was originally supposed to... Okay, yeah, I guess I could have made that connection earlier. Wait, if Zero Jr. controls everything, and he was the one who moved the 6th room with the crane?
Yes.
Okay.
That's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me.
Then, who moved the old woman?
Me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on.
And that's why she was in your room.
I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in.
Why did you do that?
Because I was ordered to.
What?
Luna, listen to me very carefully.
Huh. Okay, so we've got a model with her eyes open. We're not gonna see them.
As you already know,
What color
the
they
final
are.
stage of the project begins in 2 hours. This will be the culmination of many years of hard work.
This is the voice of the announcer.
We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
Yes, our plan dictates that I must. An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected.
Wow. You guys had this planned out.
You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen?
Hold on, I just thought about it. In the other timeline, where Kay didn't kill himself, but everyone else did I see Luna's body, or did I just forget about her entirely? Because she can't really be infected. Once I get there, I guess I'm gonna have to pay attention to that, don't I?
I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern. Your only concern is to follow your orders.
That's what Huh. Interesting. So, it wasn't Dio that brought it in. Interesting.
But...
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say. You are programmed to do as I say. You know this.
yes.
Good. Now, I have one final order.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter, the 6th AB room.
But why?
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data. There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible.
What exactly is the test? Is it the Chinese room test for Luna? Or is it a test for Sigma? Is it a test for K? What is the actual test? Because there is a cure for Reticle 6.
There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or the body, or that you carried it to the 6th AB room. You will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. After that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake. So I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility.
And you saw the old woman being murdered.
Yes, it was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out. I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her. When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two.
Okay, so how long in between Kay being told that or overhearing that his mother would die and this happening? What's the time difference between that? It's probably like 100 years in between when Sigma, K... Is K my clone? If I've been cryogenically frozen, my DNA would be taken. There's all those pods that possibly Junpei was trying to make multiple versions of me, and K is like one of the successes. Why are my arms augmented? I think I understand. Everything you did because you had been ordered to?
Yes.
And it was the old woman who gave you those orders. And is she Zero Senior?
No.
What? But she gave you the orders.
She did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from.
Here we go. There was someone else?
Yes.
And that person is Zero Senior?
Yes. We worked together to develop the project she mentioned. So I suppose technically my orders came from both of them. And they were both controlling Zero Junior, too. I told you before that Zero Junior moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will.
So Zero Senior did it. Why? Junpei, why? Why?
They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me.
But why?
I don't know.
I
Really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me.
That had the adverse effect. If they didn't want people to suspect you, then why have you moved the body in the first place? Eventually, we'd figured out that the rooms had been moved and that she was in your room.
Then maybe they wanted the opposite.
You mean
Maybe they wanted you to suspect me.
to believe that you were more human? That doesn't make sense either. If they wanted people to suspect you, why move the room?
You're right. Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me.
You mean like Alice?
Yes. Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room.
So they somehow knew Theo would hide the knife there?
Yes, I think so.
But how could they know that? Hold on, question. Question mark. Question mark. Is there a possibility that Zero is not Junpei but Snake? Who knows? Because I'm just remembering Snake's over-the-top design and looking like a prince and everything. And the guy did have a fancy coat. I don't know.
Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved, which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life.
I mean, that wouldn't make sense with Clover and, like, her being taken. Like, why would she be... I don't know.
Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to.
I've got so many theories going in my head, but I just...
In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes.
Wait. You were listening to us in the security office?
Yes. That wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed.
You were watching through the security cameras?
Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though.
Like I said in that other timeline. Like, why would she just immediately believe that?
We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman, and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice about it. But I couldn't answer any of her questions.
Yeah, it does sound like Clover. Because of your orders?
Yes. Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me.
With what?
She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket.
Was it the injection gun?
She was holding the injection gun.
Really? So she really did kill her, huh? Wow.
I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over it.
I guess you technically have synthetic... So it did technically just knock you out. Whoa, hold on a minute. The trigger got pulled in the fight? I get that part. What I don't understand is why it did anything to you.
You mean because I'm a golem?
Yeah.
One of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players.
Okay.
A human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die.
And that's why you, died? To keep up the facade that you were human?
No. I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again.
Oh.
He probably felt he had to.
Yeah.
Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders, too. So to make it look like I had died, he turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me.
I guess that would also make sense for your occupation. You were technically supposed to be made to take care of Kay.
She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me.
How can you be sure?
When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that?
Because she's a human with emotions that, unfortunately, isn't as predictable as a robot's way of thinking. She felt remorse.
After a few moments, she ran off to the infirmary to get the AED.
I guess it would work. You mean the defibrillator?
Yes,
That used an electric shock to restart the heart, right?
correct.
So that was why she left?
Yes.
And then Dio comes by, takes the knife, and then Kay comes later. At 0 hours... At 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds, Clover left the cabin in the crew quarters.
She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio.
Dio?
Yes. I guess she just saw him, really.
Hmm.
They didn't talk. She just ran past.
And he just watched her go by?
Yes.
I mean, technically, with his knowledge of him being the murderer, like, what would be the point of, like, telling anybody else about what Clover had
I
done?
imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing. But he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do.
Retrieve the knife. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, Dio enters the room.
He seemed pretty surprised to find my body.
Yeah, I bet.
It didn't take him long to get over it, though.
Wouldn't imagine it would. What did he do then?
He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo.
Right. Without it, Dio and Kay, the yellow pair, wouldn't be able to get through the secondary door. Right?
Yeah, but he couldn't find it.
Of course. If I had already taken it by then.
Yes. But there was something else he wanted to do, too.
Knife.
He was there to take the knife. Removing it was... gruesome.
But why did he want the knife? Was it because he'd used it to kill the old woman?
No, I don't think so.
Then what do you think?
I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade. That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman.
Why wouldn't he want anyone to see that?
Do you remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade.
Myrmidon or Myrmidons? I don't remember which. Yes. Okay. Myrmidons?
Yes.
What does Myrmidons mean? Wouldn't you have past knowledge?
It's
No, whatever.
the name of the organization he belongs to.
What is it? Like a club or something?
I don't think so.
Well, what is it then?
I don't really know.
No idea?
I'm afraid not.
Wait, wasn't he here to try and stop whatever Zero was doing?
Yes.
And... Huh. Wouldn't that mean that he's on our side?
I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people. I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side.
You've got a point. Damn it, this is ridiculous. I guess this enemy of my enemy isn't my friend, huh?
May I continue?
Yeah, keep going. After he took the knife, Dio rifled through what few belongings Alice had. Luna said he didn't seem to be looking for anything in particular. He was probably just checking to see if she had anything useful. That was where he found the key to Kay's suit. He didn't seem to have any particular reason for taking it. At least, as far as Luna could tell. Oh, as far as Luna could tell. Excuse me. At 0 hours 13 minutes, Dio left the room.
He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out. When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover. He found her with the AED.
Yeah, and she's in the infirmary, as is Tenmyoji. Yeah.
She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Dio didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you?
And then Tenmyoji overheard. When Clover tried to push past Dio, Luna said they began to fight.
Fuck do you think you're doing?
Dio pulled the knife out of his pocket and pointed it at Clover's throat. And this is when Tenmyoji, the champ that he is, takes it for her. That was when he showed up.
Dio, what the hell are you doing?
And he has no context.
None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile little shit.
Like hell, you son of a bitch!
He let out a yell and leapt toward Dio. The younger man dodged him easily and lashed out with the knife. Tenmyoji caught Dio's hand with a grunt, and for a moment the two men struggled. Then, as the knife edged closer, he wrapped his other hand around the blade and tried to force it away. But Dio was a much younger and stronger man, and the wound Tenmyoji gave himself with a knife didn't do him any favors. He put up a valiant fight, but with a roar, Dio threw him off, and Tenmyoji collapsed to the floor.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this? How cute. You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Are you gonna beat us to death or something?
No. Nothing so tasteless.
What are you going to do then?
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white doors open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close. Give or take. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well...
We'll be penalized.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors. So unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floor B warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
25 minutes passed and no one came.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio.
You mean me, Fi, and Kay, right?
Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point.
Yep. Barely missing them. Yeah. Kay had told us about you. We also noticed that the knife in Alice's chest had been removed. If only we'd known what was happening in the infirmary.
Unfortunately for Clover and Tenmyoji, Their time had come. Once the primary white door closed, both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil.
The anesthetic, right?
Yes. Almost immediately, they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand.
And the word she wrote was Dio.
Yes. As for what happened in the rec room, well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened.
So Kay sprayed Dio's bracelet with the luminol, and then while his back was turned, Dio attacked him with the axe. Dio mortally wounded him, but didn't kill him. So Kay turned around and stabbed Dio with a spear. And literally forced him on the wall. And I guess that's when we found them.
Yes.
When did Kay get the luminol?
After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office.
Mm-hmm.
When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else.
So it was just a random chance that this is all happening, because they could have gone in the other fucking white door that I have no idea what it is. Which I'm probably going to learn in the other route. Ugh. Oh well.
They went to the crew quarters first, then to the infirmary. Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there. Theo expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked. Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful.
And that was when he found the luminol.
Right. That's everything that happened. Do you have any questions?
Well, what do you think? Is a bear shit in the woods? Well, the first thing is Quark's bracelet. Yeah, here we go. Why was it in the infirmary?
Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket.
Yeah, so why was it off in the first place? But why did Tenmyoji have Quark's bracelet?
I told him where it was.
When?
Do you remember when you were in the rec room with Phi and Tenmyoji?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah? And when he sprayed us with the luminol, right? Sure, I remember that. Did you happen to find Quark and you put him in the, not lab, not infirmary. The pod bay doors, Hal? I don't fucking know.
Right after then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark. I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are. That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji. The center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another word.
That was the treatment room, right? Treatment room, that's what it's called.
Yes,
Where Quark was sleeping.
right. It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying.
Out of relief, right?
Yes. The display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs. It was obvious he was alive the moment you looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyoji got it.
Next to the pod. Why was Quark's bracelet off?
I took it off.
Did you just have admin privileges for that? For that thing alone? I didn't know if it was like a cryogenic sleep sort of situation you put him under and then... How?
Aluminum foil.
What? What? You mean the stuff from the crew quarters?
Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
What?
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a
Mm-hmm. Slide that under, it can't sense the pulses.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching.
Wait, so you're telling me the aluminum foil can block the electromagnetic waves your heart sends out?
Yes. All you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet.
Around the bracelet, not even under it? And the bracelet thinks your heart has stopped?
Yes.
Holy shit! It was that easy all along.
Anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod.
Wait, why was Quark in the pod to begin with?
Oh, that's easy. I put him there.
When did you do that?
Remember when we were first looking for Quark?
Uh-huh.
I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay.
To the Golem Bay. Interesting. All the way there. So you carried him to the treatment pod? I guess it is just one room away.
Yes.
Were you the one who unlocked the treatment center too?
No,
Huh?
I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery.
Zero. Huh, so it was Zero Jr.?
That's right.
Interesting. He reactivated your body too, right? Man, I don't get any of this. Why the hell did he do that? I guess it wasn't really him that did it, huh? He was just doing what Zero Sr. and the old lady told him to do. Everything leads back to them, huh? Yeah, like I've been saying this entire time, this entire thing is made for us to escape. But, not all of us, I guess, because technically the old woman had to die for Dio to be in this mess, but what's the fucking purpose of it all? Huh. Of course it does. So, are you going to tell me?
Tell you what?
Isn't that obvious? Tell me what this project is. Everything that happens in here has something to do with it. Oh, has something to do with it. So, why were we brought here?
To play the nonary game.
And why were we supposed to play the nonary game?
That was part of the project.
Why did Alice kill herself?
Because she was infected with Radical 6.
How did she get infected?
Zero Sr. and the old woman did that.
Why?
It was a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed.
Necessary evil, we're all going to die, whatever. Field. What would have happened if Alice hadn't committed suicide?
Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally killed me.
Then what?
I wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place.
In other words, you're saying Clover and Tenmyoji died for this project?
Yes.
Well, actually, it wasn't the tubocurarine that killed them. But they were only injected with it because they're bracelets. And they were only wearing those bracelets because of the nonary game. If the nonary game was part of the project, then that's one more way to kill them.
I guess. If you want to look at it that way.
Now what about Kay and Dio? Why would they kill each other?
Because Dio killed the old woman. He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth.
Then if Dio hadn't killed the old lady, what happened in the rec room would never have taken place, right?
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Why did Dio kill her?
So that he could pose as one of the participants.
And why did he do that?
To disrupt the project.
Then why did she let him kill her?
The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail.
6 people died here. 4 of them were murdered, one way or another, by Dio. At first that makes it look like Dio's the reason they all died. But that's not true, is it? All of them. All 6 of them. They all died for this project. That means that the murderer, or I guess I should say murderers, were the old lady and Zero Senior, right? In a sense, yes. Please, Luna. Tell me. What is this project about? Who is the old woman? Who is Zero?
Sigma. Would you hug me?
Yes. Absolutely. What? Instead of answering, Luna wrapped her arms around me and buried her face in my chest. And that's more like my stomach, but oh well. My own arms hovered in the air, confused about what they should do, or where they should go. I swallowed hard and tried to rein in my heartbeat, which had suddenly doubled. I was about to speak when I felt something warm on my chest. Warm? Was Luna crying?
This feels nice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. I lowered one hand to her head and began to gently stroke her hair. Hey, Luna. What the hell is going on?
I'm sorry. My ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber. But after Clover gave me the tubocurarine...
Yep, here we go. Okay. I get it.
Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem. Just a machine. A jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real.
You have a different look than the other golems. I wrapped my arms around Luna and hugged her as tight as I could.
You believed in me this whole time.
Yeah,
Even though I look like this?
of course. I trust you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I could stay here forever. You feel so nice. But I think my time is up.
What?
I've done things I really shouldn't have.
How did you do it? No, you did everything you should have.
You remember what you asked me earlier? About if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember?
Uh-huh.
The truth is, he didn't. I did.
Oh.
I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr., and I hacked it.
What?
Yes, that was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was?
What other process would she... Which one? When would it have occurred?
If I had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenmyoji.
Oh.
Then Kay and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other. That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself, and I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the ability to disobey my orders. But I didn't. That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Jr.'s systems is very, very bad. Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous, so we're terminated if we disobey. You lose access to your body, of course, but everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted.
What? Wait, are you saying...
Yes, very soon now I'll be gone. Zero Jr. is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer.
Why?
I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserve this.
No. No, you don't. Even if you had done something, you would have been killed anyway. You can't blame yourself. You did what you could. You're not wrong. This game is what's wrong. Forcing you to watch your friends die is what's wrong.
Oh, Sigma. Thank you. I'm really glad I met you.
Luna! Luna! It's going to be okay. I'm not gonna let them do this. You're gonna be fine, I promise. Just please don't.
Sorry. My time's up. At least I get to die in your arms.
Luna!
Thank you, Sigma. And goodbye, Doctor.
Doctor. She couldn't answer. I squeezed my eyes shut and held her, unable to bear the thought of letting any more of her slip away. With one last quiet chime, music box wound down. I was left with nothing but silence and the cold pool of tears over my heart. Wow! What a good ending that was! Damn! Huh. I like that one. That one of all of them has to be, like, my favorite. Like, it's not a happy ending, but I like... I know I've said it before. I like realistic endings. I like this one. I really did. So, what all happens with me and, Quark, who's still infected, and, Phi, who's also infected with this. Old woman, has that ever been there before? Huh. I just happened to look up now. I probably missed some other text that was going by. Huh. Interesting. Still don't quite know what the whole purpose of the experiment is, but we know that Luna was supposed to ensure that it was success. Huh. Doctor. Who am I? Who am I? Why is Kay in tandem with me? What the fuck are the biological arms about? Biomechanical arms about? Oh, God. So, realistically, until this one ending, this game was like a step below for me compared to 999. That ending right there blew me out the fucking water. That was incredibly well done. Obviously, there's still some loose ends that still need to be unraveled and everything, and that need to be tied up, but I loved that ending. That was so good. Huh. So I definitely... There is probably the other route where I betray her, and that's probably when I just leave with, Phi, and, like, we just contract the disease. But why does... If I'm related to the Doctor, or if the Doctor is Junpei, why do I have any relation to Phi? And Kay, for that matter. That's the Luna end. Tears in the Rain. I loved this ending. This one was so good. I loved this ending. Damn, that was so good. All that's left is the Phi ending. Cool. So Sigma and Phi are together in the end. And Tenmyoji and Quark and Alice and Clover. And Kay and Luna. And Dio, kinda. Interesting. Huh. Well, I gotta leave this episode and this entire recording section here because this ending took a while. I thought it wasn't gonna take this long, but I also did do like the alternate route of Tenmyoji's ending, was it? I think so. But even that only took like what, 5 minutes, 10 at most. So yeah, that one took up a decent sized chunk, huh? An hour and 40 minutes by itself. Damn, I loved that ending. It's so good. Huh. So either this game is able to nail it and knock it out of the park, or it drops it right at the fucking end. And I swear to God, my hopes and dreams will be dashed if it does not land on its feet for this. That being said, I'm looking forward to more. And I have to leave this episode here, and I know that this is the alternate route for Luna, but that might have like a lot more text when I'm with Phi and technically Quark, even though the Quark's still unconscious and everything. But why am I... There's still just so many questions that are unanswered. And in the other route, will we ever unlock K? Did anyone go in the Golem Bay on the other route? I don't know, but I gotta leave this here. I gotta do some other stuff. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this journey. But for now, I'm leaving this episode here. So in the meantime, have a nice day.